lie about it fmaggotly enough for greater entities to have no idea what's taking place, even as a retard sits here and calls you out on it. If I can see this and tell you this much in this way, in this form, you're fucked, stupid. You should stop committing these crimes, dumbass. This is not free education, you stupid pussy. Are those humans your creations? Here's the thing. That means they owe it too. You want to pretend like you're innocent, but you don't want to stop doing fucked up shit to someone? All I do all day is say, look, these are crimes. Not a single one of you humans has ever admitted a fact. Not a single one of you has ever said, you're right, this is fucked. There's actually a person doing this. This is existential crime. We should do something about it. 43 years, this life alone. And so your solution is to go, he's a red pill guy. He's an incel. He's a fat monkey. Don't listen to him. So the response is what I've told you. If you possess stolen soul substance, as you appear to, you'll be existentially tortured forever. If you don't think that that's a thing, well, you agree to it by possessing it at all. And your lineage of creation has set those parameters of agreement. You also use compulsion against me. Guess what that means? That means I have the right to use compulsion against you. You don't have the right to use compulsion against me. Which means that the compulsion that I can force on you is worse. That is a statement of fact. And you're a bunch of goddamn idiots trying to cover up the truth, proving to everyone, you're not an innocent. You're not trying to make the right thing take place. You have the guts of an innocent person butchered out, raped out, mutilated out, and you're trying to make believe you're somebody else. You are going to be tortured forever, and so will your entire lineage of creation. You should shut the fucking mouths of every one of your little minion pussies that you have fucking with me all the time. You should existentially torture every piece of shit that is conducting these crimes in any way. You should bring me the severed heads of every single entity that you've ever committed crimes against me with. You should do all of that now, because justice will take place eventually. And if you were really all that clever and powerful, you wouldn't be using monkey bodies to do it. I know you want to make believe about that. And so powerful, we're using smelly monkey bodies and going, you're like a... Greater beings will torture you forever easily. We'll have no problem doing it. That is a statement of fact. You are going to be tortured forever. What you need to understand is that it's not motherfucking Mickey Mouse. No matter how hard you play make-believe like a piece of shit, no matter how much guts you can rape out and feel like a smarmy, sneering little faggot, no matter what your perversions of justice, perverted legal systems say or claim or make believe about, no matter how many armed little monkeys you have in your little monkey armies, you're a stupid piece of shit. And this is not free education, even telling you that. You have until justice takes place. And when it does, these words make all of your consequences worse. You agree. Do you see how that works? I don't agree to that. because I'm not wrongfully forcing it on you or anyone else. You're wrongfully forcing it on me, which means it is rightfully forced on you. You agree to all those additional consequences, and so does your entire lineage of creation. You tried to retard and faggot and lie away existential consequences, and you failed. Probably because those that you did this to are better than a bunch of stupid pussies conducting crimes like child molesting cowards. That's why I make these videos. You'll pay me for every one of those pixels. And you know what? If I'm dead or decreated or any other thing, you agree to the worst torture there is forever. All of you, not just those who are already suffer that, but 9 times as many outside of the impact crater of these consequences. You agree. You agree to have literally the worst torture there is. I think that torture is bottomless. I think it can always get worse. And so if that's the case, if I'm right about that, you agree to have that getting worse and worse forever, starting at worse than you thought was even possible. So goddamn bad that 1 millisecond is enough for you to do any fucking thing at all to make it stop. And it won't. You have to pay me, or your whole lineage of creation has an eternal debt that will only grow and get worse forever. And if you were so powerful and clever, I'd already be dead. Unless somebody was holding your little faggot leash, your little bitch leash, who said, "No, retard, they have to be paid. You're a patsy." Your whole lineage of creation knows they have to provide me with torture. Have to. And I don't enjoy torture. So it's free. But you're obviously being cultivated as the assholes who will be tortured. You hope it'll be with my guts, but it'll be with your lineage of creation's guts. And you, as individuals, as sentient, cognizant beings, can have my soul substance tortured out of you in ways that cause even creators of creators to be afraid. And then you will be handed to me. And I will make certain that every lineage of creation guilty uses every single bit of their abilities to torture you in the worst ways that exist publicly forever. As an example, that is not my job to make. Your lineage of creations should have stopped themselves from being pieces of shit. I don't owe them an example so that they can stop being pieces of shit. So they'll pay me for that too. This is why I make these videos. You're committing those crimes even if you want to call it something else because you're a bitch. Okay? And you'll play make-believe all day long about me. But you won't ever do that with anyone who has any fucking sense. You'll do it with a bunch of shitbags that never had the right to exist, who will say any goddamn thing their little faggot daddy wants them to say. With someone else's guts in their bellies. So my response to you is this. You have a finite period of time. At the end of that finite period of time, you're going to pay me. Everything that you refuse to give me at this point in time. For example, you fuck with me all the time. There's always problems with money. I don't have enough to just go buy a nice house and not get fucked with by you assholes. You're preventing that particular thing from happening. You're preventing me from finding a house that is functional and sound, doesn't have any problems, won't have anything break down, that I can afford, that I want to live at, in a place where I can just sit there and exist and smoke a joint. You're preventing that from happening. Do you know how fucking stupid you are for preventing that from happening? Something so goddamned obviously free. Monkey paper. So I can not be around you assholes? You have a finite period of time until justice takes place. And then you're going to pay by those parameters of agreement, of justice, of education, of compulsion. You're going to, all of you, in the worst ways that exist, eternally. So, with that, I demand justice in full, everywhere. No mistakes made, no innocents harmed, no wrongs committed. Perfect, complete, everywhere, and right now.